if you guys are live, watch hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Welcome to Rise with the Wealth Warriors. We do this every Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we will be here again next week. So without further ado, I don't want to keep you all waiting. Let's bring on Laura. Hey, Laura, how's it going?
Yay! We love technology, right?
Man, I am not a fan of technology if you haven't noticed it yet. But I still make it work. Make it work, right? So Who are you? Where did you come from? And what got you into the entrepreneur journey?
Absolutely. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are joining us from. I see people joining from all over, which is super exciting. My name is Laura Hanson. I live in Minnesota, and we've had the most beautiful spring so far. I'm here in the United States, and I have been an entrepreneur for like 20 years. And what got me into this is I was a busy, stay-at-home mom. But before that, I've battled some health problems for over 20 years. And so in the process of battling some health concerns, if anyone can relate to health concerns, drop me in the comments, because I'm sure I'm not alone in this. But actually, I have Crohn's disease, which is an autoimmune disease, which literally caused me to it was challenging for me to even get a full-time job because I was so fatigued and tired by afternoon. I was like, I have to take a nap. Like, how am I going to function? But I still want to be a contributing person to society. I love social media. It was fantastic. And so I was like, how can I do this? And how can I make money from home and do this in between, also trying to take care of my health and wellness at that time. And so that's what I did. And I tried a variety of different things. I had done network marketing. I became a leader in a couple different network marketing companies. And then I got the digital marketing bug. I got bit by the bug, as most of us did, right? And so I was like, this is very interesting. And I loved people. I love people, right? So it was natural for me to want to help other people have success, right? So as I was doing that, I was getting to know more people. I was building networks and relationships. And then I don't have this millions and millions of followers on social media, but what I do is I build relationships with the people that I do have connections with and who I am connected to. So this has been a really long journey, Nate. I guess that would be the short and long of it. How I got into it was, I think ever since I was probably how many of you were almost natural born entrepreneurs from the time you were a small child? I think when I was running garage sales in my parents' basement, Nate, literally putting stuff for sale. And I was already a little salesperson when I was so little. So it was just a natural transition for me, right? I think I was I was born an entrepreneur. And so
I wish I'd known more about entrepreneurship and more about it when I was younger, man.
My kids are doing it now, though. My son will have little garage sales, lemonade stands. I'm like,
my daughter, we just got her, built her a lemonade stand. A friend of ours built a lemonade stand for her, right? And she's going to start doing that here this summer too. But I'm actually going to teach her the real stuff behind it, right? Like the cost and the profits and everything else, right? So she can handle that stuff, so she understands it, right? Because she wants to start a YouTube channel, and I'm not quite comfortable yet letting her start a YouTube channel, 11 years old, but I see her inspiration, right? So maybe with some guidance, I can help her. I know Jonathan, all his family members have a YouTube channel. So let me ask you this. We have JS in the house. We have Nicole in the house. Daniel from Dallas. So Daniel's actually out Becca Duncan's live event. That's happening on the 17th. Becca's doing a live training, content creation training. So Daniel and his wife flew out to Dallas. I think it's Dallas, right, Daniel? Atlanta, sorry, my bad. But they flew out to Atlanta yesterday, right? And they just got there. They just started their journey. So I'm excited to see if you guys make sure you're following Daniel's journey here, Daniel and Selena's journey. Nicole, what's up? And then Atlanta. So let me ask you real quick. Can you take us back to some of the biggest challenges you had starting your entrepreneur journey? Because a lot of people, when they first start their journey, they're overwhelmed, right?
Right.
I want to know, what was your biggest struggles, and how did you overcome those challenges?
I think one of the biggest struggles is to find I feel like people are what am I passionate about? What do I want to represent? who am I? Like, right? So I feel like I have tried a variety of different things. And let me just tell you one thing. If you've ever tried multiple things, I think if you're an entrepreneur, you've probably tried multiple things, right? Like you're like, I'm gonna see if this is right, if this is a good fit. And that's okay. I think one of the biggest challenges, and I'm sure every entrepreneur has experienced this, is wanting everyone around you to love and support you, right? Like you want your family and your friends to love and support you. And I can guarantee you they are not going to make you a millionaire, okay? And I can guarantee you do not take any advice from your your broke uncle, right? Like who doesn't, he's not the one to take advice from. Everyone has their opinions and thoughts about entrepreneurship, about network marketing, about digital marketing, about all the things. The biggest, I mean, that was a struggle for me in the beginning too, because I'm a people pleaser. I love people. I want everyone to be happy and love what I'm doing, right? And that was a struggle for me. And the minute I put on blinders and I was like, you know what? This isn't about them. This is about me. This is about my family. This is about who I want to help and who I want to serve. And I put those blinders on. That was a huge game changer for me because it was no longer about like everyone else and me pleasing everyone else because they weren't going to buy anything I was selling anyways, right? Because they didn't believe anything that I was going to say or do or products that I was going to offer them, right? Instead, I focused on who am I meant to serve? Who has God purposed me to serve? Who am I supposed to be serving? And that has served me tremendously in my success. And it's hard sometimes because I'll still go down that road of like looking for that acceptance. And when I realize I don't need the acceptance of others, what I need to do is focus on who I'm here to serve and why I'm here to serve it. And if you're doing it with good intentions, with a good heart to help improve others and help them have success, it will show, right? Like your genuine authenticity is going to show. And that's what matters. So I think that was a huge part for me, huge growth for me.
Love that answer. So let's get into that. Let's get into the gritty stuff. A lot of people don't know your background, don't know who you are, right? Even some of the people in our community, they're like, how does this girl just come into freaking pop and in less than 3 weeks make 7K? And I just straight up honest with her. She has experience, guys. She's not new to this industry, okay? So I want to get into this. You've built and led a thriving affiliate community where the key steps that helped you create momentum and scale that to over $1 million in commission payouts. How did you build such an empire in just like you've done this in this last short couple of years, right? You have over what? You said you have over 25,000
2,700
affiliates yourself, okay? Yeah. Now go back to before that. Where were you at before you started building your own affiliates and you started taking this business to the next level?
Okay, so let's hear the real story about Laura. Okay, so let's hear the real story. Laura was working corporate America. So although I was an entrepreneur for 20 years, I went back to corporate America. I went through a divorce. I have 3 small children who are 6, 9, and 12. Because I feel like sometimes we see this like, oh, this is Laura's just lucky. She just figured this out. No, the reality is Laura was broke and persistent and wanted to get something done. And I have a very determined personality. So it was actually not that long ago, you guys. We're literally talking like 15 months ago, okay? Like 15 months ago. So let's talk about this transformation. It was December of 2023. I got into the digital marketing world and I had been an entrepreneur. I had done a variety of different things, but I had taken a break from it. I had burned out on the MLM thing and I was like, what can I do next, right? And I was working full-time in corporate America as a recruiter and doing things like that and had benefits for my kids because I was going through a divorce. I was like, I have to provide for my kids with a consistent income. So I just want to preface this with one thing. There's nothing wrong with having a full-time job. Okay. We need that. We need to do that. And you can work these businesses alongside of your full-time career. Okay. Because if I can do it, you can do it. I work 3 jobs right now. Okay. So like there's a hustle, right? But you can also manage all of that as well. So that was about 15 months ago, right? I saw this happening. I saw a problem in the marketplace and I was like, how can I change this? I was broke, you guys. I spent my last $700 of credit line that I had on a credit card. I asked my husband, I was like, I had remarried my new husband, and I was like, is it okay if I like use this last $700? I'm going to buy some digital products. I'm going to open a Shopify store. And I really think if this chick can do this, why can't I do this? Like, I want to do this. And then I saw a thing in the market, like a missing piece in the marketplace where people were having issues. Like, I don't know how to create digital products. This is so expensive. I'm having to do this. I was like, what if I do this and bring this to the marketplace and allow them to just be affiliates for me, and then allow them to be able to earn high commissions? And that's what I did. So I created the Shopify store. I started with 30 products in the store. Now we have over 750, but there was 30 last January. So just over a year ago, you guys, okay? I was like, I'm just going to do this. I got that first sale. And then I got that first sale while I was sleeping, which I looked at my husband one day and I was like, what? Can you imagine the day we make money while we're sleeping? This is going to be so cool because I know it can happen, right? And so I made that first sale while I was sleeping, and I was like, oh, this is like amazing. And so I built out an affiliate program that was super, high end. We gave them a training hub. We gave them all of the things to be able to maximize that. And it kind of went viral, I guess you could say, a mini viral. And we got some influencers in who shared it with their audience because we had a tiered commission program. And they're like, this was fantastic. So we brought in thousands of affiliates in the first 9 months of last year because it officially launched on March 1st of last year.
Wow.
And so in 9 months, we had over 2,000 affiliates. We paid out over $1 million in commissions, which is incredible.
That's amazing.
It really is. And so
like just to think, sorry, I just want to stop you right there because that's amazing. The fact that I love that you said that you paid out $1 million in affiliate commissions. That's $1 million that you put into other families' pockets that helped other people, right? Yeah. And it literally probably changed their lives, right? If you separate $1 million between 2,500 affiliates, that's pretty damn good money, right? So I just wanted to point that out to you guys, $1 million in affiliate commissions paid out. That is absolutely amazing. You should be damn proud of yourself for that.
It is. It's something.
And your affiliates.
Yeah, I'm proud of them, right? And so that's really what we're building on now is just I love affiliate marketing. I think it's so powerful. I feel like it allows people, you don't have to be the master of all things, right? I don't have to be the master of creating a course. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to figure out the platform. I don't have to figure out the emails, all the things that come along with it. That's how I sold my program is all you have to do is share your links and I'll do the training hub. I'll do all the things, right? So people love that done for you type of piece, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what we grew our business on initially with Love Marketing Team. So
I love that. That's absolutely, that's inspiring. I'm even learning a little bit more about you as we're talking here because that's pretty wild, right? To be able to pay out $1 million in affiliate commissions. Even me and Daniel haven't paid out $1 million yet. We're close to it, but we haven't even paid out $1 million yet. And we've been in this game for over 4 years, right? That's the crazy thing, right? So be damn proud about yourself about that. And your affiliates, they are just absolutely crushing it. And just quick question, you're still doing that currently? You're still running that affiliate program?
Yep. So we now have our affiliate program. We just launched a new part of the affiliate program. So we actually integrated it in with Funnel Freedom to create kind of a secondary affiliate program. Because what we realized was you also realize everything you did wrong in the first year, right? You're like, oh, don't do that again. That was a major fail, right? Even though you had success, it's how do you have sustainable long-term success, right? And so that was super insightful for me to be able to stop and reflect and realize not everything was perfect. So we realized that Shopify was really lacking. And so we wanted to build something out. So we knew that funnels and sales funnels are essential. You can't really do that inside Shopify. So then we launched funnels inside of Funnel Freedom, and it gave us the ability to be able to, set up another affiliate program inside of there, where I think we have almost 1,000 affiliates over there now too, with inside of there to promote the new funnel, which is basically a new free affiliate program and freebies and some lead magnets and stuff. So that's exciting. But now it makes making the sales even easier. So it converts to the upsell and things like that, which we weren't able to do before inside of a Shopify cart, right? So Shopify sales carts are a lot different than funnels, we all know, right? Mm-hmm. So that's where we've definitely learned and grown a lot in the last year for sure. But we're still incredibly proud of our affiliates and how much they've grown as well with us. And now as we continue to make changes and continue to simplify things and make them better for them, we're excited to continue to build that out for them.
I love that. I love that. So I want to actually ask you this one. Now, I got a couple. I just did up a bunch of questions for you, and I'm just gonna wing them right at you. So you own no BS Bestie and lead multiple projects. How do you balance boldness and branding with keeping things simple and effective for the new entrepreneurs?
Don't do what I do. That's my first tip of advice. Do not try to manage 3 companies at once. It's a little bit wild. So I'm the founder of the marketing team. I partnered with my actual executive assistant, and we're working on a new project with US Bestie, which we're excited is launching next week. And then I also am a partner with a youth transformation company as well in my local community. So it's been incredible, but you also find out what you're passionate about, what your passion projects are. And that's kind of where you focus your energy and your heart, right? So I guess what I've done is really try to, time blocking, right? And getting help as you can afford to get help. In the beginning, you do it all. I was everything. I was everyone, right? I was HR, I was support, I was all the things, and that's okay. But just, it's very important to realize that is super stressful. So that's again why I teach people to not be the owner like myself, because in having panic and anxiety attacks, don't do that. Okay. It's better to be the affiliate. So
I agree 100% that me and Daniel running a coaching program, like we've had multiple courses we've created over the years, multiple programs, some mentorships, right? And it's not easy, man. It's definitely not easy running the whole shebang, having softwares, having to connect everything, running a freaking team, right? And it's even harder if you're doing it all yourself. Right.
And people don't realize the overhead, and you're paying staff and you're paying this and that. And they think, oh, you're just rolling in the money. And you're like, you have no idea. That's one of the things I learned in 2024. I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. Although we had great success in 2024, by the end of 2024, will be totally truthful with you. I was ready to burn the freaking ship down because I was so stressed out. I was like, is this worth my sanity? I was like, I had my first ever anxiety attack, my first ever panic attack. I was like, what did I get myself into? I felt like I was running myself into the ground all the time. And I'm like, I can't operate like this anymore. And that's when changes had to happen. And that's when I was like, it is like, I'm like, how do I get on the other side to also share, which is part of the reason we're building out No BS Besties, is because it allows me to get on the other side where I can be the affiliate again. So for those of you that are here and you're like, I love affiliate marketing, or I want to learn about affiliate marketing or anything related to that, yes, 100%. That is the way to save your sanity. I believe in affiliate marketing 100%. I think that it is the way to go versus being the owner. Having been on both sides of the thing, like being an owner of multiple companies and being an affiliate, there's so much win-win when you're an affiliate, and so much more flexibility, right? To be able to go enjoy your children and go enjoy your family and go on those vacations that you're earning, right? And not have to be worrying about payroll and making sure that the staff is showing up and the support emails are replied to and all of that. So my big thing would be stay focused on affiliate marketing, because I love that. That's where I'm transitioning back into. I love our program and I love our new program that we're building out. But it's more automated and has monthly reoccurring revenue too, which I think is super important. So
very important.
Yes.
That's it. Honestly, that's one thing that me and Daniel lacked in our first year. When you first started, was that reoccurring. Now that's literally all we think about, is building up that reoccurring monthly passive income, right? Yeah. And that's where a lot of, even like as marketers grow, a lot of us realize that it's a lot easier to build that monthly reoccurring income and keep that going rather than having to find new clients all the time. Right? You're out chasing new clients back to back to back, just trying to get that one sale. After that sale, you got to chase the next client, right? Yeah. With that monthly recurring revenue, you already have a paying client who's happy with the product that they're doing, and they're continually paying it month after month after month. Now you get thousands of people paying that month after month after month.
Yes.
It's just a win-win for everybody, right? And I absolutely love recurring. Funnel freedom is absolutely amazing.
Exactly, for sure.
Right? So that just I love your journey that you've been going on, and it's been so inspiring just to learn what I've learned from you just in the past. Like, because we've only known each other for what, 4 or 5 weeks now,
Yeah.
I think, right? So and it's been absolutely amazing watching you just come into our program and just dominate, right? I want to see, what mistakes do you see most new business owners or affiliate marketers making that slow their business down when they first start? What are you finding? Like, what are you finding your affiliates? I want to ask you, and then what do you see in the actual marketplace? What do you see? What do your affiliates mostly struggle with the most?
I think this is universal, whether you're an affiliate or a business owner or anything. 100% people do not understand the length of time it takes to obtain a customer. So people think sales are down, conversions are down, the economy, this, that, whatever your excuses are, that's BS. Because the reality is conversions are still there, sales are still there. What has lengthened and what is different right now in our world today is the amount of time it takes to get a sale. They're still going to happen and they're still going to occur. But I'll have people say to me, Laura, I posted consistently for the last 5 days and I don't have a sale. Oh my gosh, keep going because you have another 55 days to go, because this average sales cycle is 60 days now. We live in a world that is used to give me immediate gratification right away. I want to win right away. If I post once, I want somebody to buy my product. That's not the reality. We know that, right? It takes 7 to 10 to 11 different exposures before somebody may or may not buy your product, right? And then it's not about whether or not they want it. It's are they seeing you? Are you showing up? Are you in their face? Do they know about you? Do they continuously get to know so they can build that know, like, and trust factor, right? So it's all of that takes part of the cycle. And what I see people doing is giving up right here in the first 30 days. Most people give up, like they're hammering on this big rock and gold is just on the other side of the hammer, and they stop hammering and they stop working because they're like, I quit. This doesn't work. No, you're not working. You have to keep going. And guess what? You suck in the beginning. I'm going to be honest. I sucked in the beginning, right? We're not good at this. And how do you become better? Keep doing it, right? So you're not good. Like, so don't try to think I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing everything you say. You might be, but it might still not be good. It might not be communicating. It might not be the right thing your audience wants to know. You might be talking to all your high school friends and family that don't really care about what you have to offer, and you have to build the right audience, right? So the number one thing I see is people giving up way too early and way too soon, and not realizing that the sales cycle, the customers are still there. They are definitely still buying. People are still spending money. It's just that the sales cycle itself takes longer, but you'll still get the same amount of conversions if you stay consistent and look at it like a conveyor belt. My friend Laurel Portier, she has her whole analogy with her $5 ads, and it's a conveyor belt. She's like, get them on the conveyor belt, and eventually they'll get down to buying, right? But just get them on, and then they will convert. So it's a matter of not giving up in that first week, 30 days, 45 days, even 60 days, because your sales cycle might be 90 days, right? And I came back from Expert Summit, which is 7, 8+ figure income earners. And there are big multi-million-dollar earners saying, wow, I just shut off that ad at like 45 days. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Turned it back on, and bam, at like 65, 70 days, it started converting again. So this isn't just like us beginners or whatever trying to figure this out. It's everyone. People, like, we want immediate gratification, and that's not what happens right now. That's not what's occurring. People want to get to know you. There's competition out there. They want to trust you. They want to have a relationship with you, right? So spend some more time in the DM. Start getting to know people better, right? And then that can convert into those sales, but it's going to take a little bit of time and nurturing, and enjoy the process. Enjoy getting to know your people. Enjoy getting to find out how you can truly serve them.
And that's the key right there, is enjoy it.
Right.
Be passionate about it, right? When people see the passion you have for it,
right,
sales come a lot easier, because when you believe in something, they'll believe in it a lot easier, a lot quicker too. Right?
Yes.
When you show that passion for something, like when me and Daniel first promoted Jonathan Montoya.
Yeah.
That was the one holy grail, all-inclusive. It changed our lives. That was the best product on the market, you see. Like, we still promote it, right?
Yeah.
And we have our own offers and stuff now too, right? But the thing is, like, you guys got to go all in on these, right? Stop trying to promote multiple things on the front ends, right? I see that's one thing I see a lot of people struggling with. They see, oh, this product's making this person lots of money. Oh, this product's making that person lots of money. This person's making lots of money. I got to promote them all. See which one I get. See which one is going to make me money. No, you guys are literally holding yourselves back doing that, right? You guys got to focus on one freaking product, Holy Grail. You know, it should be a high ticket or something that leads into a high ticket, right?
Right.
But that product should be the one Holy Grail that's the only thing you guys care about. This product can change your life, right? This product has done this for me. This product has done this for the community, right?
Right.
That's the thing where I see a lot of people like you have multiple businesses. So I'm not talking to you specifically, but I see a lot of new beginners in this space. They're trying to promote anything and everything that's viral right now just to get a sale.
Right.
If they stay focused on that one product that they truly believe in, those sales will come a heck of a lot faster, and they'll come consistently. When you use your audience, you have confused buyers, and confused buyers don't buy.
And okay to say no. I mean, and here's the other thing is I'm going to just preach for one moment about kindness. Because I hate when people post on social media, they're like, people should quit DMing me their opportunities. I hate this. You know what? When somebody DMs me their opportunity and thinks about me enough to send me an opportunity, the very first thing I do is thank them. I'm like, thank you so much for thinking of me. Sure, send the information over. I'd love to review it if I haven't heard of it. Or if I've already heard of it, I'm like, hey, I've already been shared that with a couple of friends. I'm wishing you the very best. Guess what? I may not do business with that person now, but they may, because I was kind, do business with me in the future. So drop the attitude, drop my product is the Holy Grail. Like it may be the Holy Grail, but don't be closed-minded. I teach everyone, don't say no until you know. Don't say no until you KNOW. And you can use that when you're talking to people about what you're sharing, because so many people will close the door before they even learn about your product or service, right? How many of you have had that happen, right? You want to share it with somebody and they're like, nope. And you're like, I didn't even tell you what it was. You don't even know what it is, right? If you don't want your people to do that to you, then don't do it to them, right? So I always thank them. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Sure, send it my way. I'd love to be happy to look it over for you. And kindness goes so long. I was listening to testimonial after testimonial of people who had done business with people because of the way they were treated in a time when they didn't do business together, right? So we may not be doing business together. We may be at different stages in our life right now, but because of the way they treated me, I want to be around that person, or I want to do business with them in the future. So you can't have those like, I want money all the time. Like you can't have that feeling. People feel that, right?
Oh yeah.
It's not genuine. That's not authentic. People don't want to do business with you. You can have one product, two products that you're super passionate about, but don't discredit everyone else's projects. Instead, you can wish them well, tell them they're doing awesome, and you're cheering for them. But it doesn't mean that you have to join their, stampede or their train, right? Like you just have to be passionate about what you're doing. But don't forget kindness. I see so many people get passionate and then they get defensive about like, well, mine is the best because of this. Well, it might be, but still don't come across like that, right? Like come across in an authentic, genuine, kind way, because I promise you it's going to open additional doors for you in the future when people see your kindness and love, and then they'll want to do business with you, whether it's on this project or something in the future. I have people contact me on daily asking me about marketing advice, to pray for them, whatever it might be, because I always have, lead with kindness, which I think is super important to have a successful, thriving, long-term business as well. So.
Oh, absolutely. I know I used to, I'll be one of the ones to admit, like back in 2021, when I first started, I started with Legendary Marketer, then we did Jonathan Montoya, right? But then I jumped into the whole gravy train that went on in TikTok, right? And Facebook and stuff with Legendary Marketer and Brambilla method, right? Adrian Brambilla, right? And the whole thing was the death of Legendary, right? And I was one of those affiliates. Don't get me wrong. I straight up admit that was a mistake joining that company, only for the simple fact that I became a bash marketer, and that was one person that I did not want to be. I realized it after I left that company that, holy crap, man, like all these guys do is just bash to sell their own products. That's why I left. I'm like, no, I can't do it. But I was like the number one closer for Adrian Brambilla. But it took me 6 months to realize my mistake. You know how long it took me to bring back my credibility with my audience and stuff after I left that, right? That was one of my probably biggest mistakes in my marketing business, was joining that program, simply because it put a bad taste in your mouth, because I'm not one. Like, now, if you're a bash marketer, you're instantly blocked. I don't want nothing to do with that type of negativity. I don't want to be that type of person. All programs work. Me and Daniel say it all the time. Every freaking program works out there. Why do you guys think that there's some people in certain programs that are making a lot and some aren't?
Right.
Well, it's the people. It's the person, right? It's not the program. It's not the course. The course is designed to make you successful, but it's a person. Not every program is going to be the one for you, right? That's why you guys got to find something that aligns with you, that you love, right? And that you're passionate about, like you say. I love the fact that you keep saying kindness, niceness, right? Because even me, when I 2021, I that was probably my worst year of marketing, right? I learned from my mistakes like that, right? So I just want to bring that up, because that was a big mistake of mine in my business, and I'm one to fully admit it.
I totally agree with Nicole's comment. She hates when people talk bad about other companies. It's a huge turnoff for me. Like, I don't want to do business with somebody like that, because that doesn't align with who I am, right? Like, so it's also, I think you're going to turn more people off than you're going to turn on by trying to defend what you're doing or why you're doing it. The other thing I would definitely encourage people not to do is go on and bash people that work. Oh my gosh, why do people do that? They're like, you shouldn't. No, I share my opportunity with you, and you said, well, it's not for everyone, right? So I can honestly tell you, you will do much better on social media if you keep it positive. You know, I know some people like to ride that train, be negative, make negative comments to just get some traction or make my post go viral or whatever. There's better ways to do it than bringing up politics or negative crap that isn't really relevant to your offer, right? Like,
I keep politics out of my business at all times. I learned that lesson too. Politics out of your business at all times, guys, because there's only one side or the other there. There's no way. So one thing I always tell our students too: leave politics out of your damn business. Whether you have sayings or anything, just trust me, guys. If you want to save your business, just leave politics out of it, because it's not a winning situation when you bring politics in. So I just want to get back to you. So let me see what I got going on here. How do you approach building a community in your brand, and why do you think it's so important for growth in today's online space? Why do you think community is so important these days?
I feel like this is how things can be, how you can set yourself apart from everyone else. I recently connected with a gal who has a community, like a Facebook community of just 5,000 people, and she's made millions of dollars in that group of 5,000 people, right?
Damn.
Well, if you think about this, that's about relationships, right? And so I focus on like your community. When you focus on your community and your growth, then you can bring in other experts, you can bring in other offers, you can bring in other things that would be appealing to them that you may be an affiliate with as well. And it all kind of links together, right? All of the pieces of the puzzle start coming together. So you add value when you bring a community together. People want to also know, I think one of the hardest things about entrepreneurship is it's freaking lonely, right? Like, it's like, who do I turn to? No one gets me. Like, your own family and friends, if they're not entrepreneurs, they don't understand. They don't understand the struggle, right? And it's fine to be able to have people to relate to you in the struggles, but it's also really fun to have people cheer for you when you do something well, because they don't understand. If you're like, I went live like 10 days in a row. This is such a huge accomplishment. Your friends might be like, what? Like, why? Who cares? Like, and your entrepreneur community is going to be the ones cheering for you and know how valuable that is to your business, right? And how much value you're going to deliver by doing that specific task. So not only does building a community help you build relationships and friendships, it takes away that loneliness, and it helps you also to be able to build that know, like, and trust factor, so that in the future, when you see something that is fantastic, that complements your current offer maybe, or another affiliate program, or or a tool or a system that they could use. Maybe there's so many fun new AI tools that you can be an affiliate for and share it with your audience. Now they know that they like you, they trust you, and they're like, wow, this is awesome. You can bring in that person to be a speaker and share that. And so building that authenticity inside of a community is essential. And that starts, it doesn't have to start big, right? It can start with your first 5 people, 10 people, but make sure when you're building a community that it's the people you really want in your community. The number one area you can make is like start a community and then go add your friends and family that don't give up poopy about whatever you're doing, right? Like they don't care. Don't add them to your community, okay? Like if you're going to do a Facebook group, add the people that are your actual audience that you want to talk to, that are going to be your key audience, right? Don't add those friends and family that don't support you anyways, okay? So then you keep your positive niche little audience together, which is essential.
And that is the key. And that's one thing I like. I know a lot of you guys will even realize it over as you guys grow in this industry and stuff. Your biggest supporters are going to be people you have never met before. Literally, 100%. Right? Like me and Daniel, we were in business for 3 years together, never met face to face until last summer when we went to Taiwan together. I met him in Taiwan after 3 years of being in business together, right? And still, and like that's the thing, like my family, like even 4 years in, me being an online business person, right? I've been stay-at-home dad. My family still don't understand really what I do. My wife sort of does, right? She sort of now understands. And I love the fact that like Daniel and Selena, Daniel and his wife, they're at this mastermind this weekend, right? Together, right? I'm trying to get my wife into this. It's not that content creation. She's more of that in-person, happy-go, like she does not like creating content. She tried for a little bit, right? And she's done the whole LLML with Sensei and stuff like that. She just doesn't like it. So I'm not going to sit there and push her, right? If she's not, right? She's sure enjoying the vacations and stuff, though. Getting her into this, right? And I totally understand it. If she doesn't like it, she doesn't. This isn't for everybody. That's the one thing, like, this isn't for everybody. And that's one thing I have realized over the years is you guys can't push this onto people who are not ready for it, right? If you're not ready for this, you're just going to waste your time and you probably give up right away, right? That's the thing. This industry is a lot mindset, man, especially when it's first starting out, because it's so hard transferring that employee mindset into an entrepreneur mindset, right? Because you're relying on yourself now. You're like you as an entrepreneur, we rely on our income. We have control of everything. If something fails, that's on us. That's not on our employer, right?
Right.
So that's the thing. Like this industry is so wild. Some people, you have to get in that entrepreneur mindset and go all in on yourself, right?
For sure.
Right. I just want to catch up on some of these comments here, right? How you will, Nate. I remember seeing you and Daniel met. That was amazing. Daniel freaking took me 3 years just to get my wife to look at my stuff. My best friend I met 2 years ago because of affiliate marketing, and we never met in person. Crazy, right? That's freaking amazing, Nathan. Daniel, 3 years in business before meeting, right? I hate it, but I learned to do it well. Thanks to you guys. Nate, your wife into Laura's group. Girls know how to talk to girls. They
watch out.
Now that's the thing, right? I love this industry because it's like you said, like that community is so important, right? Like our Wealth Warriors communities, me and Daniel, we've built quite a few communities as we've grown over the years, right? We built our POP program and stuff like that. But literally, it's our community is what keeps me and Daniel going. Right? That's literally that passion to see like our students winning, our students getting results and stuff. That's what excites us, right? Like me and Daniel, like we could have a $5,000 day, and it's like we don't care about that anymore. That's just part of it. It's this industry. We care more about seeing our students winning than we do ourselves now, right? And we have to get into that. And a lot of people, when they first start out, they're chasing that dollar. They want to make their money back. They want to make a bunch of money. So you guys can't make that money without learning the right damn skills, right? Speaking of that, right? You recently generated over 7K in just the last, 21 days, 20 days-ish?
Yeah.
Was with POP. You joined our POP coaching program. It was about less than 3 weeks, right? And you've already done 7 sales with that. How did you, can you walk us through how you came together and it just clicked right away? Like, what was it? I know you already have a following. You already have social media. What was it that you did that you just jumped into our program and started bringing in these sales?
Right. Well, I actually, so this makes everyone feel a little better. I
Just
only,
for transparency. That's why I wanted to say
yeah, I
that's why I
created
wanted to
it.
bring you on.
Yeah, I created my new group so that I could like promote other offers like Pop. And so inside of that community, there's only like 250 actual people inside that community. So I actually did a like Zoom to just those 250 people. So it wasn't my thousands and thousands of people. I didn't do anything public. I haven't done anything public yet, just because I have a lot of irons in the fire. So I scheduled a Zoom and I kind of like did a walkthrough of the back office and showed them the benefits. And I like talked about the top 5 things that I loved about Pop. And I just know people want, one of the major things lacking in the marketplace right now is mentorship and coaching, right? Like people want somebody to lean on, they want somebody to help them, and it's expensive, right? Like I charge $500 an hour to like get an hour of my time because it's like I'm busy, I'm running through businesses, right? So I don't have time to do a bunch of one-on-one appointments, but group coaching, and that was offered inside of Pop. And I was like, this is incredible, right? This is an awesome opportunity for people to be able to have coaching and mentorship at their fingertips for life. I was selling that alone as the most insane value. Then you add on top of that the AI technology that's coming out, the AI training that they have inside of there, and then the 12 weeks. People want to know how to do things step by step by step. So the fact that there's literally step 1, do this, do the homework. Step 2, do this, do the homework. Step 3, that's what people want. That's what people need, right? The reality is, I feel like we're all beginners in this industry because things change every single day. So it's like you can never stop learning. You can never stop growing in this industry. So it's like we're always at the beginning phase and you're always learning, you're always growing. So what I saw inside of Pop was a great opportunity for me to refer people. I trust and I know Nate and Daniel. And I was like, I trust them to take care of my people. I trust them to be good mentors and give them good advice and to help them and guide them. And I knew it was such an insane value. I mean, you can't get anything. It's like saying you can't get anything for $1 anymore. You can't get this value for $1,000 is insane. So I saw that as an incredible opportunity for me to be able to share it. So far I did one Zoom and did it to about 250 people and shared. And I need to do more for sure. So that's my goal, is to actually like start talking about it more and sharing it with my audience more. But this is why I'm building out the No BS Besties, is because I want to be able to have that environment where I can nurture people, love on them, expose them to incredible opportunities that I'm not talking about necessarily on everywhere else, but it's in that core community, like I talked about earlier, so that they know, like, and trust, and then they can pick and choose which opportunities are a good fit for them. But the opportunity with the coaching, mentorship, AI, technology, step-by-step trainings, it's truly one of the most valuable products I've ever seen on the marketplace. And especially that since it has 100% profit, which is wild, right? So I love it. I think it's really
I actually just the other day bought a new Threads course.
Yeah.
I'm going through right now, and then I'm going to reteach it inside of Pop here. So, because I know Threads is really hot right now.
Yes.
For digital marketing, Threads is freaking, it's like, especially for low ticket products, right? Threads is hot. So I went out and bought a course, bought another Threads course, right? It wasn't that expensive, but it's actually got tons of value in it. Just for that, I literally paid a few bucks for it. But it's inside a school community, right? It's awesome, right? So I'm literally going through some of the trainings. I've already started implementing some of the stuff and seeing results on our Threads page already, just from looking through a few little things. And that's the thing, like some people in this industry, you guys could be gone through tons of courses already. You might just need that one extra link to that thing. You might just be missing that one link that turns your business completely upside down. I mean, upside up, right?
Yeah. And if you're struggling, because I feel like that's a common denominator here, right? It's like people are like, I'm struggling. Like, where do I find my people? How do I find the right audience? I feel like one of the most essential things you can do is like go find the communities on Facebook that are related to what you enjoy. Like for me, I am part of like a Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and women with Crohn's disease, things like that are my real life, right? But it's also women that have a disease that generally can't work a full-time job that I'm building relationships with that need to have other income streams, right? Like I did myself.
Mhm.
I'm part of mommy groups. I'm part of, dance mom groups, whatever, like related to my kids, right? So maybe you love golden doodles like I do because I have a golden doodle. Like you can join things that are important to you. You can join women entrepreneur groups. The competition is going to be a lot higher there. But what you need to do is like go find your right people, because if you're continuously promoting something and no one's ever commenting, no one's ever saying something, first of all, I can tell you two things. No one wants to buy trainings and no one wants to buy software. They want to buy a solution to their problem. And so if you start focusing on what is the problems that my audience has and how am I going to solve those problems, they lack money, they lack time, they want more time with their kids, their family. These are the problems that they have. Here's the solutions that I can offer. And now when you're a solution to their problem, it's not about like, if you just go on and say, I have this product, it's $9.97, who wants to buy it? No, I don't want to buy it. I don't see any value in that.
No.
If you say, here's how I can, you can have success in, 30 minutes a day with step-by-step trainings and homework, like it's literally step-by-step, like, right, like they know how to do it. And it's going to help you get more time back in your day so you can spend more time with your family and learn and grow at the same time. Now you're speaking to me differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not just like throwing stuff out there. I see people just posting links to products all the time. And I'm like, stop. I don't, no one's going to do that. But when you literally take the time to take a notepad and write down all of their problems, right? Like, what are the problems? And then what are my solutions? Like, how am I going to solve these people's problems? And do it in a unique and friendly way. Because I was actually having on a call with a very good friend yesterday who has like 4 million followers online. And she's like, no one wants to buy software. No one wants to buy trainings. They want a solution. They want to make money during nap time. That's what they want, right? And so that's how you need to speak to people, because now you're relatable. They get it. And now when I'm scrolling through, because you see this, we get bombarded with it every day. And you're like, make money during nap time. Oh, that's me. Like, how am I going to do that? What are they saying I can do during nap time? I could do that. Do you have 15 minutes a day to do this? Oh, I do. Right? It's not like we have 200 hours of training. If you tell me that, I'm like, ew, I don't have 100 hours to do any flipping trainings, right? Like no one wants 200 hours of training. That's not appealing to people. So you think about it before you post stuff, because direct links to products probably aren't going to sell. It's about building relationships and solving their problems, being a solution so that they can truly like win with this and not have to feel like, oh, that's not me. And then they delete you, then they block you. And then you're starting over trying to find an audience again. Right. And then as you're building those friendships inside of those communities, say you're in Facebook communities and you're doing all of that, do not be that icky person to send them a DM and try to sell them something right away. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Send them like, hey, it's great to meet you. I see that we both love golden doodles. It's great to connect with you. I sent you a friend request. That's it. That's all you say. That's it. Now, because you message them in the DMs, you're going to start showing up in their newsfeed, right? And they're going to start seeing what you know and your expertise and all of those great things. And they'll see if they relate to that or not. Okay, I'm going to step off my soapbox now.
No, I love it, man. I love it. I love bringing. That's why I love bringing you guys on here, bringing you guys on the podcast stuff, because it gets me and Daniel gets to know you guys, right? And it gets even our students. Like if I know you've been. Can you see all these comments that are on the side here?
Yeah.
Because like you're getting like some of the comments that are coming through. People are absolutely loving your advice and stuff. Like everything that's coming through. People are absolutely loving this. Daniel, hard truth. I love it, right? There's like, love Laura. Thank you for doing this, Laura. The solution that works, right?
Awesome.
Right. So that's the thing, right? Like people love even like this kind of stuff. We're not here pitching anything. We're not here selling you guys anything right now. We're just literally talking about your experience and stuff, which inspires people, right? Like that alone will build relationships. Right? That's why we do this, right? Literally to show others what other people can do. This is literally because of shows like this, like podcasts like this. When I first started, even before I first started, because I did a lot of research before I started. I was one of those skeptical ones that scam online. I hated technology, right? I was your off-highway log truck driver with a full-on beard, right? I was skeptical. So I did weeks of research and I looked at everything, watched some podcasts and stuff. And it was seeing other people winning that were just normal like me, right? Like that's the thing. Like I'm nobody special. I know that for a freaking fact. I got no teeth. I'm a high school dropout. I'm an ex-addict and an ex-convict, right?
Yeah.
But I turned my life around, right? There's the thing, like your past does not predict your future. And a lot of people hold on to their past is what holds them back from actually advancing in life. Right?
Yeah.
Like your past is just your past, man. Your future can be rewritten, right? It's still not written in carved in concrete, right? You have the chance to change your life. You have the chance to change your future.
Yes.
You just have to want it bad enough, right? And when like that was like me. My turning point for me wanting to start an online business, because I didn't have any options. I was working 12, 15 hours a day. I didn't have an option to get another job. When I seen all these people make money online on TikTok, I was like, right? But the thing was, my daughter came to me and said, Daddy, why do you work so much? We never get to see you. That was the turning point for me. And when I started looking into how to make money online, how to do this kind of stuff, because I needed my kids back. I need my time back for my kids.
Right.
That was one of the biggest things, right? I missed the first, I think, 6 years of my daughter's life because I was working a job. Right? Daddy was gone trucking all the time, right? And when he was home, he was either sleeping or he came home late, right?
Right. And it's a choice, you have to think about that, because there's people that will tell me they don't have time. Well, I get that, but we make times for the things we want to make time for, right? Like that's the honest truth. So there's such a thing as getting up earlier in the morning to do something that you're passionate about, right? There's staying up an extra hour at night. And now I'm a firm believer, and I'm working on this personally for my health, is getting more sleep. So I'm trying not to do that anymore, because I used to be the night owl. But if I get to bed earlier, then I can get up earlier and I have a much more productive day, right? But we find time for what we need and want to do, right? And you're so right, Nate, when your past does not determine your future. I've been divorced. I filed bankruptcy because we went through the crap of the crap, right? Like it was not good times. Been through all of it, where you're in, burning up and feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to rise from these ashes, right? And you will. Even when the hard times are there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you're feeling the light, if you're feeling like you're drowning in your whole digital marketing dreams, and you're like, is this meant for me? Is this right for me? I promise you, if you continue to be a good student, continue to plug in, to actually do what you paid for. How many people are guilty of buying stuff and not doing it? I am. Like, you buy stuff and you never have looked at it, or you haven't even went through all of the trainings. Go back and go through the actual trainings. Go see what you can learn, a new skill, and go implement it and see how your business will change. If you keep doing, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. If you are insane in your business right now, where you're doing the same thing, getting the same results and expecting something different, stop the insanity, right? Like, that's why you're feeling that way. You have to pivot. You have to grow. Growth can be painful, right? I don't want to go through a class. I don't want to go through these trainings, because we all think we know it all and we can just go post and do whatever. That's not necessarily true, right? So be a good student, go do the work. You've already paid for all these courses. We know you have. Now go do them. Like, go actually do the trainings inside of the courses. Go do the trainings inside of POP and listen to the tips and advice that they're giving you, because it's so worth it. So I'll get off my soapbox.
Daniel, I was trying to file bankruptcy, but couldn't even afford the money for the attorney. He sent me to study YouTube. That was 4 years ago.
What's the attorney?
Right? Well, that's the thing. Like, it's just, this industry has been so wild, right? And for like, even you, like, you've been an entrepreneur for a long time, but for you to come into the digital marketing space and just dominated in the last year, 18 months or whatever, 16 months, right? It's been absolutely like what was the hardest transition for you, for going from being that broke to actually taking that next step, like to scale your business to where you have it today, basically?
Right. I think the biggest lesson learned in that time, and to do that, was to ensure that we continue to nurture the relationships, and to not be afraid to pivot, because you have to look out for yourself and you're the business owner. And also you're going to upset people along the way. Okay. You cannot people please everyone. And that was hard for me to learn as well, but it's okay. Right. Like, you have to know who your audience is and who you serve. If there is somebody who's like constantly upset or angry conservative, they're probably not your people, right? So just realize your worth, right? And what you're worth and how you're growing. Because I feel like the big pivotal moment for me was as I was continuing to grow and have personal growth, I was a hot freaking mess too. I went through all the things, right? Like I had to go, want to burn the ship down before I could like rebuild the ship again. But in the process of like rebuilding it was like, I'm going to do this the right way. I'm going to do it the way that I know I would want to be treated. I'm going to do this the way that I can ensure that I do have reoccurring revenue to support my family long term. So I don't start every month at zero, right? So when you're, also evaluating opportunities and looking at different things too, remember those things. Like write down what your core values are and don't deter from those. And who you want to align your energy with, what kind of opportunities you want to present to your audience. Have those things written down because sometimes, we can get shiny object syndrome, right? I see it all the time in the marketplace. The next shiny thing comes out and it's a quick bang, bang, bang. We can get a few bucks. If you are that person to your audience, then they're going to start feeling used, right? And abused. And so you don't want to be that. Instead, when you stand solid and you only bring them the best of the best opportunities and the best of the best products or services that you truly find valuable that you're using yourself, that's when things change. And so that was a big pivotal moment for me as I continue to grow, is to stay true to myself and to what my core values are so that I can build a business that's based on a solid foundation so that we can thrive and grow and teach my people, teach my audience, teach all of my awesome besties out there that we want to teach them long-term residual income. That is the true game, building your own email list and having long-term residual income so that you can truly have a thriving business to be able to enjoy the things that are truly important in life, which is family, friends, life, vacationing, travel, exploring this beautiful world that the Lord gave us, all of those things. So your core values is going to be the foundation of your long-term success as well, and sticking to that.
I love it. I love it. And that's literally what me and Daniel, we've built our brand Wealth Warriors off of, right? Basically, we've built our brand off of support, right? That's basically our core values is like we were stuck when we first started, right? When me and Daniel very first started, before we found Jonathan, right? We were stuck, right? Like we didn't have somewhere. We were just taking those cheap little courses, right? Thinking we'd get somewhere, right? And we were stuck. We didn't have that support. We didn't have somebody to do like a Zoom call to hop onto and say, hey, I don't understand this. Can you walk me through this for a second? We didn't have that. And that's exactly why we created the brand that we did and why we built, like, we had Elite Income Empire. We had that coaching program. Now we have Passion Over Profits Pop coaching program, right? That's why we did our research in the industry. We found like what a lot of these programs were missing. Some of these programs are super viral, but these people are not getting the results. I mean, not only the results, but they're not getting that support. They're getting generic answers, and a lot of them are being left unheard. Absolutely. And when you have clients that are feeling unheard, that's when your business starts to hurt. Right. Yeah. And me and Daniel, we've learned that over the years. Right. And like you said, you cannot please everybody. Right. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. Right. I had to learn that lesson myself because that's why I'm glad you brought that up, because like over these years, right, like I've had to learn, like, because I want everybody to win. I'd push them and push them and push them. And then when they gave up and they just disappeared, I felt like a failure. Right. Yeah. I was like, what did I do wrong that didn't get them over that point, right? And to me, I had to finally step back and realize, like, it's mindset, right? A lot of these people come into this industry with the wrong mindset, right? And that's why me and Daniel we're very honest when it comes to you guys can make a lot of money online, but it's going to take a lot of work, right? Yeah, and it's going to take work, especially your first year, man. Your first year in the online space is probably going to be the hardest. And if you don't quit by that first year and you freaking yourself past that 1 year mark, I guarantee you will be successful in the online space. Because if you can get past that 1 year mark, there's no stopping you. Like there isn't, because you've already learned that entrepreneur journey. You've already learned those struggles and stuff. Now it's just time to learn and scale that and eventually just take it to the next level. There's different levels to this industry. Like a lot of people think like marketing's marketing. Yes, marketing's marketing. But in the make money online niche itself, there's different levels to this industry, right?
Yeah.
You got the beginners, you got the mediocres, right? Then you have like the coaches and stuff, and then you have like SaaS companies and stuff. You're not going to learn all these skills in the first year.
No.
Impossible, right? I wish me and Daniel knew what we knew in the first year, right? And we're still learning. Like I just said, I got a freaking Threads course, right? I know everything about Threads. We might have 33,000 followers on Threads, but we gained that because of our Instagram account. When we opened up our Threads account, everybody just just followed us over to Threads, right? But we're not getting the engagement we want on our threads, right? So what am I doing wrong? Well, I'm going to buy a course and figure it out.
Exactly.
Right? So that's the thing, right? Like we're constantly learning in this industry, constantly adapting, right? And like you said, like times change, man.
Yeah.
What we're doing today, it probably won't work next year. Next year, I guarantee every one of you right now, while we're live right here, 2026 is going to be the year of AI.
Yeah.
Everything's AI. Everything's turning to AI. Businesses, SaaS, you freaking virtual assistants, you can get virtual AIs, right? You can automate an entire freaking business. You can like build and hire out your own assistants to other companies using AI, right? There's so much stuff you can do with AI. I was actually on TikTok has a new AI feature too, right? I was just telling Daniel and the boys yesterday, right? I was live on TikTok yesterday, and I was sitting here live on TikTok, and I spilt my coffee, right? I spilt my coffee on my desk, right? So I was cleaning it up, and then I look over on my TikTok a couple minutes later, and a little AI thing came up, and it said "spilt coffee and marketing tips." And like AI, just because I was talking about it, right? Like, oh, I guess I must have died. My phone. Oh, yeah, my phone died. I was live on TikTok, but it just died. But yeah, like AI just popped up randomly, right? And then there was, we have a wisdom warrior, right? A wisdom warrior chat guy in our Wealth Warriors community now, right? And we just got a notification yesterday. This wisdom warrior literally went in from our past post from the past week, right? Gave a little small abbreviation of what that post was, but value driven, and literally a little link. Basically, you touch that and it'll take you right to that post, right? But it gave five of the like most important conversations and engaged posts all in one thing, but it looked like it was value driven. So then when they click those posts, it'll take them right to it, and now they can see that. And like when that popped up, I'm like, Daniel, look at this, man. And he's like, dude, like I was like, the way AI is going now, next year is going to be insane because it's going so fast, man. Yeah. Not only are you people losing their jobs to AI, right? Sorry. If you don't learn how to use AI in the starting today, basically, like start now, start learning how to use AI, because become 2030, there's going to be so many people out of business. And if you do not know how to use AI or use it to leverage, you're going to be left behind come 2030. I'm telling you right now, because we're going to an AI era, basically. Everything's going AI.
Awesome. Well, what a fun day.
Yeah. So I love this. I absolutely love that you came on here. I got one last question for you before we go. I appreciate you coming on here and your time. I know you're a very busy lady, so I want to ask you one last question. If someone's listening right now and sitting on the fence about starting their own online business, what's one thing that you'd say to them?
If you're sitting on the fence and you want to start your own online business, I would honestly encourage you to, pray about it and then create your list of like pros and cons. Like what is holding you back? What do you see the positives in it? And then really evaluate how much of this is actual like personally that's holding you back. Is it like, I can't do it, I don't know enough people? Because most of your objections or the reasons why you feel you won't be able to have success is not even reality. It's never been actually proven. And then you can actually realize that like, hey, I just need to work on my own self-worth and my own mindset, because really the biggest obstacle you'll find in this business isn't somebody else. It isn't the algorithms. It's yourself. It's your own self getting in your own way. 90% of the time, I would say we get in our own heads. We believe we can't do it. We feed our minds all of these things. I'm completely guilty of this. And I really literally have to like flick the devil off and be like, see you later. I'm not listening to this BS, right? Because I know that is not how I was created. I was created with wealth, purpose, vision, and to help other people. And that is how God created me. So I know that. And so if you're looking at starting something online, create that pros and cons list. Then write BS next to all of the ones that aren't even real, because most of them are going to be like, I don't know enough people. I can't do this. Well, that's what the training is going to teach you to do, right? So then you can actually go look at the sales page of everything that's included in the training and be like, oh, I'm actually going to learn that. Actually, I'm going to have a supportive community. I'm actually going to get coaching and mentorship. I can actually solve all of these problems that I think are a problem in my head. They're not even a problem. Right? So don't create your own problems. I see so many people create problems that aren't freaking problems. It drives me nuts. If I look at our support chat over, I'm like, they're creating a problem. They're worried about how they're going to get paid when they've never made a sale yet. And I'm like, well, and then we're going to talk about how you're going to get paid, right? Like, then we can deal with that. But you're creating a problem when there's not a problem. So don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, because you deserve more. You are good enough. You are worthy. You absolutely can do it. Yes, you can do it if you're introverted. Yes, you can do it faceless. Yes, you can do it if you're shy. Yes, you can do it if you're busy.
If you're toothless.
Yes, all of the things, right? Like, you can do it if you've been bankrupt. You can do it if you've been divorced. You can do it if you've been in jail. It doesn't matter. If any of those are your excuses, then it's you and only you holding you back. And don't do that. You don't want to get to the end of this life someday and always be thinking and have this long list of I wish I would have list, right? Instead, say, I'm so dang glad I did it. I'm so glad I tried. I'm so glad I took a risk. I'm so glad, even if you do it and you give it your all and you're like, that wasn't for me. I guess that's not really, at least you tried, right? Like, you'll never know unless you try. And then in the back of the head, you're going to be thinking, what if I could have? What if I would have? How many of us are guilty of saying, wow, I saw this a year ago. What if I would have started a year ago? Scratch that thought and just freaking start, right? Just start now. Just start making the steps forward. So now in a year from now, you can be like, I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I took the chance. I took the risk. I took a chance on yourself, because that's all you're doing is taking a chance on yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Take a chance on yourself, bet on yourself, and then go to work, do the trainings and implement it. And you can absolutely have it all. You can
take imperfect action.
Take imperfect action. Yes.
That's basically where you got a lot of people. That's where they struggle, man. Is just taking action. Just take imperfect action, man. If you should have seen my first 3 months of my videos. I had no clue what I was doing. No clue, but I did it. I took action, right? And as I did it, I became better at it, just like you. Like, we're all learning, right? Still, right? So before I ask you this one last question, if anybody has any questions for Laura real quick, I'm going to take 3 questions down below in the comment section, just real quick before we go. But Laura, how can people follow you and know you, right? I'm going to put it up in the banner here. So
I can throw it in the chat too. I'm going to have you guys follow our No BS page, because that's going to be talking about everything. So okay. I'll throw that up here so that you can find me. Here we go. I'm going to join the chat. Can I join the chat? Oh, yeah, here. I'm going to send this to you on Facebook. Okay. And then you can add it to wherever. I have lots of, there we go. I'm going to share this one. You guys come find me over. It's called No BS Besties on my Facebook page. Come follow me over there. It's just facebook.com/nobsbestie. Come find me over there, send me a message, and then you'll see one of our groups in there is our No BS Freedom. So that's where we're sharing all kinds of greatness, experts that have built their followings to millions and millions, doing some free trainings over the next couple of weeks as well, which is going to be really fun.
Okay, I'm just going to type it in here because it won't come up on my one computer. So just one sec.
Here, Daniel got it in there, so you're good.
Okay, at Facebook.
Or maybe.
.com/
Thank you, Adrian.
Yes,
besties. Here we come. Come to my besties. See, you don't have to repeat to everyone. I love men too, but we are all.
There we go.
Yay!
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one thing you don't do, man. That's just wrong. Freaking people. Anyways, but this is it right here. So if you guys go to www.facebook.com/nobestie, go follow Laura. Go make sure you guys go follow her. One more on the way, sir. Any questions? Laura, you were amazing, bestie. Here we come.
Come.
We
I
need
would love to
we
meet
need
you guys.
more.
Send me a message. Let me know that you saw this and we'll connect. I tried clearing out my friends list too, but I think I can get more followers over on the No BS Bestie page. So that's
It
what
isn't allowed to share affiliate links on Facebook.
you are, but I don't, that's one of those things I wouldn't do anyways. You want to build your audience, have private conversations, send them in the DMs or whatnot. But so
yeah, no, they're probably asking if they can share affiliate links in your group. No, you I don't know. I don't know your. If you want, you can go to our buy and sell, our buy, sell, and promote digital products. You can go promote whatever you want there.
Julia, find me over there too. I'd love to connect with you, Julia.
Yeah,
Nicole, find me too. It's been great. I appreciate you being here too. That was awesome.
I just want to say, do you have any last words before we hop off of here? Because I just want to say a huge thank you for your time, not only your time, but for coming on here. I know you've inspired quite a few people already in this interview, right? I'll send over the recording after we're done here and stuff. But I wanted to say thank you for coming on here and keep crushing it, because 7K in under 20 days, absolutely dominating it, right? I just loving seeing not only you win, but other students win in the community. So it's just one thing, having you guys on these interviews, it means a lot to me and Daniel for you guys, because I know how valuable your time is. So do you have any words?
I will offer this too. Like, if anyone does have pop and you want to, I'm open to doing so over my No BS Bestie group, my No BS Freedom group. I will do like a live and go through all of the benefits of pop. And so if you are a pop reseller or whatever, if you have pop set up, feel free to come over there and we can collaborate. I'd be happy to run a live thing and direct all your people back to you to sign up and join. So I would love to do that. We could all collaborate together. We could all invite all of our people, and then I can do a live and I can go through and do a view of the back office of pop and all the features and benefits. So feel free to do that. I would love to connect with you guys. So.
Awesome. Okay, well, if you guys want to go join her group right there. No BS Bestie. Get following with Laura. Laura, I want to say thank you, and everybody else who's joined us on this live today. It was absolutely great. I loved it. I learned a bunch of stuff from you. I love the positivity from you. That's one thing is like, right? Like my first year, I said, like, it was that 1 year I had a bad year with being that bash marketer. I love the fact that you push that positivity, because it's one thing that I've had to learn, right? Because I was not, before I started being a marketer, I was not a positive person, right? I was your grumpy off-highway log truck driver, right? I had to learn how to be a people person. Right? Because I don't even have friends outside of social media. Literally, I don't. The only friends I have are like my wife's friends that come over and hang out. I guess they're my friends, but like I wouldn't be friends with them if I wasn't with my wife, right? That's a scenario it's at, right? But that's the thing, right? Like I have more positivity online than I used to have in my life before I jumped. Right. Online space changed my life, changed my attitude, changed who I was, right? And even for you, like I can see how much it's changed you as a person. I don't know you from before, but I can tell that you've changed a lot just in the past year itself, right? So I just want to say thank you for coming on here. It was great. We're already at like almost 90 minutes. So
such an honor, you guys. Thank you so much.
Absolutely an honor having you on here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And next week we will be live again for Warriors. I might get another student on next week. We'll see. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Thursday. We'll catch y'all later. And for our 10K students, we have a live training tomorrow night. Daniel is in Atlanta, so it'll be just me and you guys tomorrow night on the call. See y'all there, and hope y'all have an amazing weekend. A long weekend too, guys. So enjoy your long weekend. So have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all later.